Hello YouTube, the Anime Ref here, and I am back with more Sakamoto days. Once again, sorry for these uploads becoming not as routine and on schedule like I thought they would be, but you know how college can be sometimes. The work just piles up. It takes a lot of effort. It's a lot of steps, and especially with what I'm doing, it's a lot of tedious processing and editing and tweaking. So I'm not going to have a lot of time to like really catch up on these videos until the week of March 9th. Like that day, going into like all the way up through the 16th or something. That week is like my break, and I'll have plenty of time to do videos, record a bunch in advance, to truly get through stuff on the Patreon, and maybe finally have some more time to live stream video games like I used to. I promise that my summer will have a lot of content. It'll be my first summer in 3 years that I don't have anything to do for college, because I had to do summer classes for college over the last couple of years. Anyone who wants to ask why? It's because I am getting my master's degree in 4 years. Will this all be worth it? I hope so. But anyway, back to the episode. So last time we had Heisuke's introduction, which was cool, and I once again don't understand the complaints, so I'm not even going to touch that can of worms. It looks fine. It looks great. I don't get why people think it needs Demon Slayer level animation. This is the part of the story where it wasn't necessarily required. Maybe they'll learn when part 2 comes around later. In any case, there was something else I had forgotten last episode that I can't believe I forgot. I loved reading the chapter. I forgot it came before Heisuke. The chapter of Sakamoto's daughter wanting a specific backpack and him going to the mall, which was supposed to set up the location before the paintball stuff for Heisuke, and him fighting very aggressive grandmas for a backpack. It's looked at as a very important chapter because it's more development for his daughter and his familial bond with his daughter. And I am now looking back in hindsight and kind of disappointed in myself for forgetting the chapter existed. And I claim to be the manga reader. To be fair though, when you read 2 arcs back to back that are long and full of fights and stuff happens, you forget that single chapter came before Heisuke. So I had to make a comment about it in the description, so I apologize. Anywho, there's always the possibility they could move it later, but if not, I don't think we lost too much. Okay, next up is, I think, more stuff for Shin, so that's good. I think we're finally at that arc, and stuff's going to start ramping up now, like, quickly. So, without further ado, the next time you see me will be the post-episode discussion. And cut. Okay, post-episode discussion time. First of all, still kind of disappointed that it's basically confirmed that we skipped over the backpack chapter that was before Heisuke's introduction, which was supposed to be the setup for the beginning of this episode's payoff. It's one of the reasons that Sakamoto and Aoi are at Hana's school, because the backpack was for a special occasion. Oh boy. But my disappointment in the choice of adaptation quickly faded as we got into the episode. So we got the slur, or It might be Slur, it might not be Slur, if I'm remembering correctly. Actually, it is part of Slur. The organization going around hunting assassins. Or, right? Killing assassins, right? Yeah. And now this is all tying into Shin and his origin story. The lab he grew up in. And the Kashima with the... Why does he wear a deer head? And they abducted the lab and took it over a year ago. The cool one-trick pony of Seba. He literally is just a one-trick pony. You could argue so is Shin, but Shin's about to get some development, if I remember correctly. Seba is stuck as a one-trick pony. But I forgot that at the museum that they fought remote control bear dummies, and that Sakamoto beat up a giant fossil dinosaur. Okay. And for the Shin having his speech reversed, I'm going to wait until I have all of that fight before I make a compilation of that. And which is funny, the irony. I say I don't have time to make videos like these, yet I have the time to make small edit videos. I feel like my audience would love to know what he's actually saying. It's a simple matter of I take the audio track and I just reverse it. Then that way I can see if they really did just take an audio track and flipped it. But hey, I may or may not do it. That was like a last minute thing. And speaking of last minute things, Osaragi and Shishiba showed up. I don't even know if they had that scene in the manga. I thought they just were there and it was like a giant surprise in the manga. So good on the anime for showing them showing up. Because that's better than nothing. And it segued right into a brand new outro song, a brand new song for the ending that is basically themed around the order. It's black and white. Oh, it's so cool. Nothing against the first ED of this show, but I like this second one more. If this is the one we're going to have through the rest of the season, going into the next part of the show, I'll take it. I was not ready for that, because the song at the beginning is still the Sakamoto Days opening. I wasn't ready for there to be another ending. So aside from all this cool setup, because a lot of it was the same, Sakamoto Days being your usual Sakamoto Days stuff, we're going to get some more information on Shin next time, which is an episode I also have to do. And it may or may not be also out when I do this one. That depends. But thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Join the Patreon. You don't even have to pay. You can be a free member if you want to, though they upload up there first before these videos. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.